Hello, valued viewers. Welcome back. You are still in my 2024 Model Y performance, and today is the day, the published day at least, where the outright purchase of FSD will end for the Tesla. And the only option remaining concerning full self-driving will be to have the monthly subscription. And my thought is similar.
Now make a U-turn to stay on Collier Boulevard.
Very similar to a few months back where I was thinking $99 a month is close to $1,200. If they were to offer a yearly subscription, $9.99, it would be very similar to how they offer a yearly subscription for premium connectivity. You're basically getting a couple of months free for paying up front. That's worth something to pay, $1,000 up front for the year. And I totally see it happening. Perhaps even this calendar year, 2026, maybe it'll be offered in August or something. And I think the subscription model, it's been perfect for me. I've just used it for road trips, and then for at home, nothing. So $200 a year, basically, for 60 days of 2 30-day periods of FSD, and it works great. $13.29, I was happy with that, and I did get to use V14 a few times before that particular time frame of my subscription ran out. It's great. It's totally worth getting it for a road trip or for a vacation, if you will. Even if your vacation's only a week long, you get the whole 30 days. You get it from the day you started to the same day the following month, or
In
30 days
mile,
later.
Turn right onto Vanderbilt Beach Road.
So if you started in February, you get a little bit of March in there. You get a block of 30. It's not it's not a calendar, it's an actual elapsed 30 days. And I was thinking at the time, if they did a yearly subscription, man, I might do it just to have the convenience. But I wasn't just going to pay month after month and just having the car sit there, because when the world ended, they sent us all home, and it's just stayed that way. And so, does this guy keep crowding the middle lane? Over my left shoulder. Damn it. Which one of them do I get? So FSD, been happy with it. Loved it. I had 3 months when I first leased this Tesla, and that was V12. And V12 did not impress me like even the littlest bit. So I in those 3 months I must have used it 3 times. I'm like, this is a bit sketchy. So I never used it. And when V13 came out and they give that free month so everyone could try it, yeah, that was nice. That was nice. So right now, we're not using FSD. And this whole thing about auto steer, if I were to buy this vehicle outright, which is a pretty reasonable amount, I think. What is that? That's a Miami thing to do. We're not in Miami. The buyout is lining up pretty good with current market value. So if I were to buy it, I wouldn't feel too bad. And I like it. I like it a lot. if I keep it, I also keep auto steer. It's just I've never been impressed with auto steer, even on the highway. Actually, yeah, even on the highway. And there's one psychological factor about auto steer. It almost feels like you're an FSD. Almost feels like it. And you have to be that much more aware using auto steer. Not because it might do something weird, but because it's not going to do something that FSD would do. And so if you've only ever experienced auto steer, you'll be fine using it. But if you have experienced FSD, then I just prefer this auto cruise stuff much more. My cruise control. I actually prefer the dumbest cruise control you can have. I actually prefer that because then it doesn't slow down. You just go around. You don't have to play games with the vision so that it keeps moving. Anyway, so I prefer my dumb cruise. Always have. So I think with the take rate supposedly of 12% for the outright purchase of FSD, they either had to drop it to like $5,000 or just get rid of it altogether and do the subscription. And one concern with the subscription is that it'll be dynamic pricing. You know, during holiday periods it's going to go up, and then during regular periods it'll go down. So ideally, this thing about a yearly subscription will come into play. I think that's going to work out nicely. Come on, man. I think there's a few Miami people out on the road today.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Livingston Road South.
Here in redacted. No, wait, where am I? I'm in caption redacted. That's where I am. But for all of that, I am on my way to the Tesla Service Center to test drive the Juniper Model Y Performance. I've sat in it. I like the seat. And, you know, the seat pan being just a little bit wider, like a half an inch on each side, so 1 inch overall, makes a difference. Takes off those pressure points from your hips and thighs, and so you can enjoy the ride. The Model 3 has similar improvement in what do they call it? Bolsters. I used to work in seating and restraints. We would just call it the seat pan.
Now turn left onto Livingston Road South.
Which is kind of a throwback vintage term. The cars don't use seat pans anymore to hold up the cushion. It's a Valentine 2. They call it a Valentine 1. 2. Come on, man. It's called the Valentine 2. Anyway. So if I buy this car, I will finally hardwire that thing. I've been looking for a way to put the wire under and into the cubby in here that you don't see, right in here, to plug it in as a switched 12-volt power source instead of tapping a line, figuring out which red one it is, tapping into it, instead of bothering to do that. Right now it's unplugged completely. Another thing I'm doing is I'm using my iPhone 16 Pro to do all my video now. See how it works out versus the GoPro. I think it's going to work out a whole lot better. Back, the MagSafe. It's a force multiplier kind of thing. Really improves the utility. I know the new Hero, whatever they're up to, has that magnetic clip on the bottom. But the Insta360 has pretty much matched GoPro functionality and everything. The GoPro mounts can be adapted. The Instas can be adapted to use them. So I keep all my mounts. So I can use my old GoPros, especially the Sessions. The Sessions are so useful. I wish they would come out with a new one to improve the sensor. The sensor's still above average with the Session 5s that I have. Play with FSD some more. So right now, enjoying the weather here in Caption Redacted. I know my northern brethren are struggling with this in this season. New York, the southeast, New Rochelle, New York, right outside the Bronx. I keep in touch with friends from high school who still live there, and New Rochelle used to be awesome, but now it's become like Atlanta, just a bunch of high rises and upon high rises upon high rises, and the traffic, the New Rochelle of old, 2 lanes, 4 lanes across, 2 per side, could easily handle the traffic. But now, since you can't add a lane anywhere, it's all jammed up. Here in Caption Redacted, no high rises, but residences still, let me see, keep normal people. We like not having you living on top of each other. So, dear valued viewer developer, stop messing things up. So what do we have here? We have, I think we're at 18,000 miles now. Where's 17,718. Car's been awesome. 0 issues. Early on. Like,
In 1 mile, turn
First
right onto
week.
Radio Road.
in the first week I had some kind of, like, foam shooting out of the vents. I scheduled a service call and I said the heck with it and just ran full blast in the up. Just blew everything out and not much more came out, so it seems to have been just like that one 10-minute period where everything got knocked out. Gray car's ever going to change the lane. Look how fast we're moving. So it's pretty cool. Pretty nice jam.
Now turn right onto Radio Road.
Now this Tesla service center only opened up about a year ago, maybe less. And people have been wanting this thing for a long time. There's a Tesla showroom at the mall nearby, but they can't even air up your tire, much less do service. So the nearest service center was in Fort Myers. 50 minutes away, 45.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
And that's a day trip. Whatever time your appointment is, that's a day trip because 45 there, however long it takes, 45 back. And they're fairly
Now
quick.
turn right.
Fairly quick, but what's the fool with that? Back and forth. So you gotta go and stay. Is this the up guy? Because I'm here to see a different guy. Alright, we'll be back.